Well, good morning everybody and welcome back. It's good to have you guys with us. You ready to bale some hay? I know I am. We got some things we need to do this morning to get ourselves set up and ready for the day. Getting started, we got two small square bale wagons that we need to grab that are sitting over in the cow pasture. We're gonna grab those, make sure they're ready to rock. We're gonna be grabbing two wagons. One is gonna be for Uncle Brian. I feel like I should start saying uncle when I refer to Brian, because I know I get new viewers all the time that constantly asking how I'm related. And one wagon for us for our horses. He doesn't need as much hay, so I'm thinking we're going to grab these two beautiful wagons that are sitting right over here. This red Peckway wagon right here, and this green wagon here. And both of them we will use. I don't know if my truck's got the chutzpah to hook up to that wagon, back up, and then hook up to that wagon, but we could try. The suns just came up, and I took note yesterday when I was out with the tractor, the moment the dew burned off was 9:26 a.m. So I would like to be heading to the fields by about 9:20 a.m. Last thing I want to do is trap the moisture from the dew in the middle of the windrow, and it doesn't burn off, and then we bale it and it spikes the moisture levels. I would never carry this wagon, I should say these wagons, fully loaded. Two of them, too hilly here. I've seen it done. I know a lot of farmers do it, but not with a pickup truck, and not here. If it was nice and flat and I had miles of stopping time, maybe, but why risk it, you know? Just make two trips. Oh, too far. Now it's probably too far the other way. Or it's perfect. Take these back to the farm, check the tire pressure. They've only been sitting for like 5 weeks, but I've lived enough to know me skipping the tire pressure with there being one flat tire or tire that's low on tire pressure saves me 5 seconds now and causes me a whole extra day of work, provided that tire goes flat. So let's just check and make sure the tires are good back home, shall we? Good, 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 good. Back left low. Good. The back very left and the front very left. Intriguing. I'm glad I checked the tire pressure. That's thinking with the noggin. No, I just have had many experiences where we're all gung-ho to go. We get the wagons out in the field. You get them full of hay. Tires screaming for life. You try to get it back home. You don't make it back home. Not to mention, we are going to be stacking the Peckway, so it makes for it unsafe for the person stacking. That one's good. I have to look at my truck tire while I'm at it. Wow, that thing was low. That'll do. All right. Well, that will be where that wagon lives for the morning. And this wagon's coming with us. But the wagon's put where they need to be. We're still a little early. Got about an hour till we can really get started raking and the dew gets burned off. But that's okay. We can get the tractor, which is currently hooked up to the rake, chilling inside the hay barn here. We can get that fueled up with diesel. And I want to open up my hay probes and kind of go over how they work. Do some tests with them. I feel like that would be wise considering we're going to be needing both of them today. Let's start off with our square bale moisture meter and the one that I'm going to be using for testing our windrows when it comes time to bale. Okay, so this says it's ready. Well, ain't that something? 10.3, 10.4. That's cool. Now this one, I'm told I need to take the measurements with a grain of salt on round bales because the probes are smaller. You know, it's only able to measure what's around it, and it will not do as good a job as the longer probe one on round bales. This is better for square bales and windrows. So this is second cutting. So you're supposed to kind of put it in at an angle. That's crazy. That's reading 22%. That's reading 15. There you go. That's reading 12.9, and that's me getting into the core. So it works. That's the important part, which is cool. And I like how easy that was. All I had to do was turn that on, and it worked. Turn that off, and it worked. Now let's try the big probe and see how that works. because we're learning together, guys. We're learning together. I have watched videos about this probe and about the other one. And I'm not surprised that second cutting, that stuff was dead, deader than dead. So I'm not surprised that stuff's running at 10%. This is the calibrator. It says, according to this, it has been factory calibrated. So I should not need to calibrate it. Your tester has been factory calibrated. You do not need to calibrate your new hay moisture tester upon receipt. Place the calibration clip across the tube base. Yeah, that's okay. So that's just, this is the calibration thingy. I'm kind of excited. I shouldn't say kind of, I am excited. You got power now, girl. Okay, how do I turn it on? They've gone digital. All right, we're gonna do the age-old thing. We're gonna push buttons. All right, I'm gonna just push moisture. That worked, it's on. I'm told I'm supposed to take this at an angle and go kind of just into the bale like that. See, that's reading 14.3%, and then I can backlight it, 14.1. And then let's take this one, do the exact same thing. About 1% off. Stick it into the core, into the core. Look at that difference. 63 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's perfect. So I don't need to worry about that bale spontaneously combusting or anything like that. Now that's reading 15.8%. See, this is gonna help us make much better hay. I'm kind of excited for that. So that's reading 14 there. That's kind of exciting. I said, kind of want it to just, oh, look at that. That's beautiful. That's perfect, 11%. That's what you want. Oh my dear, 18%, 68. Here you go, they're all ambient temperature. That's about what the temperature is outside. It said do not, manhandle it. 16%, wow. That's crazy. I would have guessed these would be a lot. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's well within range. That's respectable. That is so cool. Turn the backlight off, and then just press and hold. Turns off, cool. That's sweet. That is so sweet. It's not like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is so awesome. I'm excited about that. In the future, we may get inoculants. You can get inoculants on your round baler and on your small square baler. And what they do is they put an inoculant on the hay, and it just prevents the fermentation process of hay from even starting. So you don't have to worry, even if your hay is maybe at like 16%, you don't have to worry about that mold process happening in any of your bales. Just keeps it nice, regular, good old fashioned hay. A lot of farmers use it because it's hard to get your hay below, 13, 14%. So, all right, so the testers work. That's great. I love plug and play. That's good. So we're trying to keep it in the 12 to 15% category. So those bales are meeting that, about a percentage high on some of them. Anything over 18%, and we run the risk of mold starting to grow. Anything over 20%, and mold is basically guaranteed. So we definitely do not want to exceed 20%. 16 to 18%, we're in the oof category. We want to be 12 to 15%. So we can remember that for moving forward. Small square bales is a little different. Small square bales, you could do anywhere from 10 to 20% because small square bales exhaust a lot more moisture than round bales do. So the more you know. finally, we are done raking hay. I am actually really happy about that. And it's kind of cool because, you know, we're done raking hay for the year now. So I parked the rake temporarily in there because I don't need that tractor for the rest of today. But now we clean everything up and put it away. 3 tools for hay that we don't need anymore: the disc bine, the tedder, and the rake. All we have left are the 2 balers, and we're using both of those today. We're gonna actually get started with the small square baler. Gotta go get the tractor and get that hooked up to the small square baler and make sure everything's good to go. We're working out pretty good on time too. We're actually about 20 minutes ahead of schedule. I know, wow, a whole 20 minutes. Gavin will be here in about an hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes or so. I'm thinking I probably will be baling in about 40 minutes. And I'm hoping to time it that right when I finish baling the cow hay, that'll be when Gavin shows up, and that'll be right when I need him for the horse hay, and we'll go from there. Barring any breakdowns or random things that come up. It's always an adventure farming, that's for sure. Well, this ain't something that you see every day. I got the small square baler and the round baler hooked up to everything. And I guess we're getting both tractors, which means that I guess I'm getting help baling hay. A lot of you guys wonder how things work with all of us as a family. I hear questions all the time, specifically, you know, who picks what's happening for the day and what's happening and all that. And honestly, that's a dynamic thing that continues to change. Like, I was figuring I would be just me baling everything because of how busy they are at the farm, but this tells me that we're going to get some help. So I'm going to get started small square baling. I'm a little early, so I'll have to let Gavin know that I'll be ready early. And we'll work on small square baling as planned, unless I get a phone call telling me otherwise. Either that'll be chilling there for when we're done square baling, we could just switch right over to the round baler, or I'm guessing Daniel will be round baling this afternoon. Which is pretty great. That does mean that my day gets done a lot sooner than expected. I'll take that. Either way, let's hit the road. We're just about ready to get started here. We've got everything all hooked up. We're gonna run 3 bales through the square baler, check our density, check how the bales are coming out, and check our moisture. That really rocks it, man. Boom. Gotta go get that bale. Ah, yes, the safety sensor. I had forgotten about that. Let's try that again. Okay. Moisture readings were reading around 12 to 15, which is still pretty good. And I felt the row looking good. Oh, now I'm getting a phone call. All right, well, Daniel's coming to get me. So I'm just gonna bail until he gets here, and that'll be my test. Nice, good uniform bales coming out. Love that. Nice, good third cutting hay here. Just like Danny's here. Punch. All right, we're baling hay. No good. Grain's being delivered Thursday. Oh, I was worried this week wasn't busy enough. And those are nice bales. Actually a lot more hay here than I expected. This wagon's filling up quickly, and I didn't think that would happen. Baling hay! That's always exciting. Boy, it's just sending them out. Crazy. We're gonna get a lot of wagon footage once Gavin gets here. So I'll try to get all my cab footage now. One thing you do have to worry about with square baling that you don't have to worry about when you're round baling is the wagon rolling. So you have to be very conscious of the hills that you're on, the slopes. You also are filling a wagon when you're kicking them on, so you're constantly thinking about where can I put that bale, where can I put that bale. Brian's over here checking out his corn because we're coming up on silage. In fact, I think the plan is to do silage. I'm gonna slope up just because of this hill. I think the plan is to do silage starting tomorrow. So that's crazy. Well, we blew a shear pin. I replaced said shear pin, and it blew again.
and now I'm out of shear pins. So now we're heading back to the farm. Daniel said there's a few tricks that he needs to teach me that he just hasn't gotten the opportunity yet, so he's going to teach me those. We'll put a bunch more shear pins in so we're good to go. Apparently this baler does really good, but randomly will blow shear pins even when there's not a lot in it. This is actually my second time where there was barely any material running through it. I was not running it too hard, and it just, boom, blew the shear pin. Stuff happens, right? It's moments like this where I'm happy that I've got help, because otherwise I'd be feeling the stress of like, oh, I gotta get round baling, I need to finish square baling, and it's like, nope, it'll all be handled in time. Although I don't like that it's cloudy today. I would definitely rather it be like a nice sunny day like yesterday. Yesterday was my day to bail. I didn't bail yesterday, but that's okay. Tricks learned. That was like incredibly simple. It's funny, like little things that you just like, he's almost got one baled already. What's kind of nice is the way we were doing this last time for first and second cutting is as we were baling, basically went by where we were in the field, and then we would get out, feel the bale, and if it felt slightly damp, we'd mark it with a W. Now we don't need to do that with the moisture testers. I can just probe it right before I put it in the barn, and if it's wet, well then I know it's wet, I can mark it right then and there, set it off to the side instead of stacking it in the barn. And if it's not, in the barn it goes, and it gives me peace of mind knowing that I didn't miss anything. Love that. We are waiting for Jonah. He is here. Him and Gavin are going to be helping us stack some hay. Jonah has arrived first. I'm just waiting on him. He's getting some stuff in the store, and then he's going to be riding with me because he has no idea where any of the farms are. So while I'm here, I figured I'd just pick him up. Gavin and Jonah are here now. Well, as you know. Oh, you're still recording? Yeah, things are going well. So Jonah, what's that? Well, let's talk to the people here. It's been a while since they've gotten the opportunity to talk with you. Last time they saw you talking to them, we were still feeding small square bales primarily to all the horses. Ooh, we're looking at Gavin's new tires. Don't they look saucy? Tell us a little bit about yourself, anything you're comfortable with sharing, how you got into the mix of helping with hay, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so my name is Jonah. I used to live in a city and moved over here pretty early in the early 2000s. I met Joel, and with Joel's help, I was able to learn more of the countryside and was able to enjoy the early times when it came to hay baling. I think I said that right.
Hay baling. Yeah, you're good.
Hay baling, okay. So hay baling, I think it's a bit different now. With the help of round bales now recently, we're able to get more done and have more feed for the horses and of course more in the stable. So that is the beauty. Before it was just square rails and that was it. So it was a lot of hard work, not only just on Joel but on his family. And it was a great privilege to continue to help even throughout all these years, the early 2000s to 2025. So.
Now, how long have we known each other?
20? Like about 19, 20 years.
19, 20. Yeah, because we met.
Oh, wait.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think I met you when I was like, what?
Like 2005. That's when.
Wow, really?
Yeah, you always.
So about 20 years then. That's crazy. 20 years. 20 years. That's awesome.
Yeah, 20 years. It goes by pretty fast, apparently. It doesn't feel like 20 years.
I got good friends between Jonah. You guys may have seen Little D here a couple times. He's helped out in the past. Of course, you all know Gavin, and then even our great neighbor Peter. You know, he also just texted me, said if I need help that he's available. But I think between Gavin and Jonah that we should be all right. But man, that's just crazy. So there you guys go. As a little background on Jonah, he does have a secular job and everything like that, so he's not able to be here as much as Gavin is. But he's always willing to come and help me if I need it, and I appreciate that very much. Next up on our list, we're going to be starting to work on horse hay now. So I got a show Gavin the moisture probe because we're going to be a little more interested in our moisture for our hay. Anything that's wet, I think what we're going to do is we're just going to drop it off the side of the wagon and we'll pick it up with the truck later on. That way we don't have to worry about it getting mixed into the wagon with everything else and trying to remember what's what and all that nonsense. That's the wagon. Look at that, it's waiting for us, Jonah.
Oh my goodness, it's just staring at us menacingly.
Hooked up? Sweet. Let's get the camera set up for them, get everything ready to go, and let's rock. Well, all baling's done. I'm happy to report Daniel got all the round baling taken care of. We got all the small square baling taken care of. So we've got about 30 square bales that are full of moisture, like over 20%. And so because of that, which by the way, that's all thanks to that probe. But because of that, we had them chucked out over the wagon. So we're gonna go pick those up and then put those right in our hay farm barn here. Hay farm barn, right where we feed the hay to the horses. That way it can be used right away. And we're gonna bring home those 2 small square bale wagons. So that's what we're gonna do now. Gavin's behind me in the Veggie Boys truck because that can hold a lot more hay than my pickup. And with it being 30 bales, we can stack my pickup nice and full and everything like that, but their truck is available, so this is just easier. Round bales! It's a good day. I haven't looked at the forecast yet, but I don't think I'm gonna be getting the round bales tonight. I have some time tomorrow morning, and I think I'll take advantage of it then. And I'll go and pick up the round bales tomorrow morning. Okay, here's the spot for our first wagon. The first transport is away. Pulling out onto this road is so trash. You can't see anything. This wagon does not want to go faster than 20 miles an hour. I'm actually limited by the wagon, not the tractor. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, that's 269 round bales. Yeah, 269 small square bales on this wagon that's going for our horses. That'll be great. Look how good it looks. Look at that. Well, the window's really dirty, but yeah, it looks pretty. We've got more. I don't have a number on that yet, so I hope to have a total in the next video. I don't think I'll have a total in this video just because I'm not going to know how many round bales we got because I'm doing that in another video. But Gavin, Jonah, and his sister Jalissa loaded up all the hay that was thrown off. They got to it before I could get to it. Little hard workers. So we got this, we're gonna take this, we're gonna park it down by the hay barn. I realized I don't need to put it in the hay barn because I'm gonna be putting hay in the hay barn, so that would make this in the way. Okay, let's get to the hay barn. Woo! It's a long day. Let's see how everyone else feels. How are we doing today, Gavin?
I'm good. It was a good day.
That's awesome, that's awesome. Hey, I kind of like the hat.
Yeah, I don't know where I got it. It kind of just showed up one day.
It looks good on you, that's for sure. Did your boss get you a shirt too?
Hold on. Before we say that,
I like your hat too. It's very unique.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I got it from Montana.
What? You went to Montana?
I did. It was amazing. I highly recommend it.
Nice.
Yeah, you're welcome. Wait, thank you.
Wait. Yeah, wait.
We're tired.
Yeah, my boss did get me a shirt. He got me 2 actually.
2 actually? Man.
Yeah.
Man.
And a sweater when it gets colder.
For when it
It'll
gets
be
colder.
On the way.
Yeah, that's true. It's sweater season's coming out. We got zip up hoodies and pullover hoodies. So take a look. Well guys, thank you so much for being with us. We're both tired. We're gonna wrap things up for today. Don't forget to subscribe, keeps you up to date on all future content. If you haven't, don't forget to hit the like button. And as always,
We'll see you in the next one.